I'm asking for your name and address.
Why do you want my name and address?
Like I've said.
Under what provision do you want my address? Just make it clear to me.
Current counter-terrorism threats.
Yep.
You've been with this group of people all day. You're now on private property.
Yep.
You've disputed the fact that you're filming on private property. It's a massive football fixture. 54,000 people are going to be present. You've not got a ticket.
A camera
private land.
A camera isn't a device to terrorist purposes.
And you're acting suspiciously. You're going nowhere at the moment. Okay, you're detained until I confirm your name and address.
Under what section am I detained?
I'm going to confirm that shortly. Okay.
Surely, because
under the counter-terrorism legislation, you've been acting suspiciously all day around a large group of people.
You know I haven't. You're just making it up because you don't like me being here.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Liberty Lens, the channel that exposes police overreach and celebrates informed citizens. Today's clip comes from Fritz Media, one of the best auditors in the UK. You'll find their channel link in the description. Go show them some love. If you're new here, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown. What starts as a calm battery change near a Manchester football match turns into officers threatening Section 43 detention, but the auditor stays composed and dismantles the unlawful stop with case law. Let's jump straight into it because this one gets intense fast.
You're filming people.
I'm not filming them people at all.
I've just stood watching you.
No, I was changing the battery.
Right, okay. Well, I'm not going to dispute that, but you were stood by a fence line observing people. Have you got a ticket for the match?
For your own sake, in future, if you have press as well, because it's quite a common question for press that we would ask that
you're just using every trick in the book. You want to do this, don't you? Go on, go and do it.
Your name and address.
Go on, do it.
I don't want to search you. I'm asking for your name and address.
Why do you want my name and address?
Like I've said.
Under what provision do you want my address? Just make it clear to me.
Current counter-terrorism threats.
Yep.
You've been with this group of people all day. You're now on private property.
Yep.
You've disputed the fact that you're filming on private property. It's a massive football fixture. 54,000 people are going to be present. You've not got a ticket. You're on private land.
A camera isn't a device to terrorist purposes.
And you're acting suspiciously.
I'm not. You're just using every trick in the book. You know what you're doing. Yeah. I know what you're doing. It's cool.
I'm not going any further. I've given you my grounds. Okay.
So what provision are you enforcing, sir? Just to
your name and address.
No, what provision?
Like I've explained.
What provision? What section?
Under the counter-terrorism law.
Which section?
I'm obliged to ask for your name and address.
Yeah, but which section?
Which section?
Yeah, I need to know for my personal records because I keep personal records.
That's fine. I'll refer to my pocket notebook and I'll give you a full legislation hit. But whilst we're doing that, you give me your name and address.
But you've got access to PNLD. If you can find the section, find the section. I'll comply with you.
That's fine. Good man. Have you got permission off the club to be here? No.
I haven't been asked by the landowner to leave, but
not at the moment you haven't. But obviously this is a football fixture and we're on behalf of the club.
If you want to do the thing, I'll comply with you. I'm going in a minute anyway, dude.
You're going nowhere at the moment. Okay, you're detained until I confirm your name and address.
Under what section am I detained?
I'm going to confirm that shortly. Okay.
Surely, because
under the counter-terrorism legislation, you've been acting suspiciously all day around a large group of people.
You know I haven't. You're just making it up because you don't like me being here.
I've got body-worn footage of you all day
have I.
In the city centre.
So have I.
Which concerns me slightly.
Why does it concern?
Because I'm lawfully obliged to take my video capture. You've said your press, you've got no press badge.
What do you want, my name and address, yeah?
You're lovely, yeah. Driving licence, any ID.
Just to... And
can you confirm which press agency you're working for or you freelance?
Just to... which section am I providing these to you?
I will give you the section like I've said. At the minute,
I'm detained without a section, I'm just detained?
Yes, you are, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am.
What we just witnessed was a routine inquiry, turning into a full-blown detention dispute. The officer moved from questioning the filming to demanding name and address, but the auditor kept forcing one issue. Under what legal power? Around a huge football fixture, the tension rose fast, and neither side backed down. Notice how the auditor kept narrowing everything to one point. Name the section, then I'll decide my response. The officers kept broadening it with crowd size, filming, and security language. That showed a power struggle shifting from facts to authority. The auditor may have been legally sharper, but tactically he helped freeze this into maximum confrontation. I know most of you will say he owed them nothing, fair, but could one calm sentence have avoided the escalation? Despite the tactical debate, this is why knowing your rights matters. When you know the threshold, you can challenge pressure with confidence. I said maximum confrontation may not have been tactically necessary. Do you agree or disagree? Would you have stayed silent or given a brief explanation? Defend your position below.
What's your call number for me?
There's my call number.
18241. Cheers, bro. There you go.
Much. I appreciate that.
No worries.
In 20 years of policing, mate,
You've messed up, not me, mate. You know this, and your colleague knows as well.
I disagree entirely.
No, your colleague knows as well, so he's laughing.
I disagree entirely, mate.
I know, dude. I know. Don't worry about it.
That's fine.
We all make mistakes, my friend. It's section 43, I think.
Well, it's very kind of you to try and reference that. Once I've put you through and I've confirmed your details, are you registered at this address? Because it's an offence not to have the correct address on your driving licence. Are you registered at that address?
It's an offence to drive with it, but...
it's an offence to have the wrong address on your driving licence.
What do you mean, registered at the address?
Basically, do you
live at that address?
Yeah, sometimes. You know, mate, you know.
I'm not going to take on any further, but you know what you're doing.
I know, I do.
What I will confirm with Manchester City is they're going to get your photo on their club cameras as well.
I don't care. I don't follow football. It's for these kind of people. Don't follow football. Don't follow football. Not remotely interested, honestly. Do your worst. Tell the SAS.
It's frozen, so you have to bear with me for the moment, okay?
So am I detained under section 43 at the moment?
You've referenced that. I've not given you my full grounds, but what I have told you is I've got enough grounds currently, based on your actions today and the evidence on my body-worn video, to suggest you're up to no good.
To suggest I'm up to no good?
If you've provided the fact that you're filming for a company and you've got permission to be here... I'm not filming for a
company.
You said you remember the press.
I'm freelance press. Anyone can be press. You can be press.
Yes, if you have a badge and ID.
No. You can consider yourself press. You can take photos. You're freelance.
I've spoken to many freelance press officers before, and they all have ID.
We're not required to carry identification in the UK. We are not required to carry any ID in the UK, whether we are a banker, a press photographer, or a footballer. You don't need to carry any ID. I promise you, sir.
I'm still frozen.
No worries.
So we're still here. Okay.
Still detained indefinitely.
Well,
with no section. You can write it down. No problem.
There we go, we're on. System's working.
What just happened there is the officer doubled down on a counter-terror line, while the auditor kept drilling one question: what exact power are you using? The officer pushed for address details and tried to frame the filming as suspicious, but the auditor kept exposing uncertainty in real time. Notice how the auditor kept forcing precision while the officer kept speaking in broad suspicion language. The auditor used legal pressure. The officer relied on confidence and delay. That showed who was better prepared for the actual threshold test. The officer's initial concern at a massive football event was not unreasonable. I know many of you will hate that, but weak grounds do not erase legitimate vigilance. Tell me why I'm wrong. Despite the debate, this is why legal knowledge matters. When you know the threshold, vague authority stops sounding powerful. I said the concern may have been reasonable, but the grounds sounded weak. Do you agree or disagree? Security instinct or rights failure? Defend your position below.
So,
what we'll do also, I'm going to fill in an intelligence submission when I go back to the station, okay? Detailing this stop and why we've done it, okay?
As you're required to do.
Yes.
Terrifying. Shame you didn't do one of these against Salman Abedi.
Again, it's really...
Nothing to do with you. Nothing. I get it.
If that's how you feel, mate, that's how you feel.
No worries.
It's okay.
You know I'm not a terrorist. I know I'm not a terrorist. She knows I'm not a terrorist. He knows I'm not a terrorist because he sees me all day filming football fans, and he knows I'm press.
I know you're not up to no good, mate.
You know I'm up to no good. You know for a fact.
Yeah, you're trying to mouth off and go on about the Manchester bomb and be disrespectful to what I do.
What? What am I
you,
doing that's up to no good?
You're filming in a private area, large groups of public entering an iconic site.
You're allowed to access this until you're asked to leave.
Right.
Trespass is a civil matter. It's not illegal.
Yeah. You're trying to question every ground I've
Of course I am, because I have civil rights, and the second I give them up, I'll lose them. You're the one being unlawful here, not me. This is an unlawful stop search because you haven't quoted the section or the provision.
This is a stop and account.
Yeah.
Have I laid a finger on you?
You've detained me.
Have I laid a finger on you?
That is an assault because you've detained me unlawfully. You know it's an assault. You don't have to touch someone for an assault. You know that. You're a cop. You know that. This is an unlawful stop search. £500 per hour, sir. You know.
That's an opinion from yourself.
No, it's fact, case law. I've done it a few times.
Very well.
Alright, it's going on. Alright.
You'll notice that's not speeding up my process. I'm doing my job now, okay?
Don't worry, dude. If it goes over an hour, it'll be season.
What just happened there is the encounter shifted from legal disagreement into open confrontation. The officer said he would justify the stop later and file intelligence, but the auditor challenged the whole basis in real time, accusing police of knowing he was no threat. The tension turned personal fast. Notice how both sides stopped trying to persuade and started trying to dominate. The auditor used legal language, compensation threats, and precision. The officer leaned on authority, delay, and repetition. That showed a conversation collapsing into a power contest. Once the auditor started talking about assault, hourly compensation, and you know you've messed up, he may have weakened his own optics. I know many of you will say that's justified pushback, but does sharp rhetoric help, or just harden police further? Despite the heated tone, this shows why legal knowledge matters. When you know the threshold, you can challenge vague authority confidently. I said the auditor's rhetoric may have hurt his optics. Do you agree or disagree? Would you stay clinical or go hard back? Defend your position below.
You know what unlawful detention looks like. You know what it looks like.
Mate, I understand my powers, I understand my grounds, okay?
You haven't given reasonable grounds for a terrorist search. Well, you haven't given any grounds.
I've told you what
you just said suspicious activity.
What's your current address? We've got 2 addresses on the system for you.
What address have you got, and I'll confirm it?
We've got this one, and we've got an address.
Just below that one.
That one? Okay. So you're living there at the moment?
Sometimes, yeah. I'm a vulnerable adult with mental health conditions. I live at separate addresses and I'm under the care of separate people.
Okay. What mental health conditions have you got?
Paranoid schizophrenia.
Right. Do you wish to share how you're feeling at the moment?
Fine.
Need any support? Do you need any support?
No.
Okay.
I'm on medication. Yeah. I'm under a mental health team.
Have you got a casework? Have you got a care work?
Yep.
Do you need me to speak to them at all?
No.
You
fine.
sure?
Absolutely fine.
Okay.
I was
based on what you've
said
now, based on what you've said,
yep.
I've got a duty of care to make sure that you either get home safe or I speak to a care worker to confirm.
I'm trying to get home. I was just going over, just as you approached me.
Are you with the chap on the bike?
Just as you approached me,
right,
yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't like you to disclose any of my personal medical information to him.
No, I wouldn't do that.
But I was just literally changing the battery and going home until you unlawfully detained me here.
That's your opinion?
I know it is.
Okay.
Yeah. We're not going to get into that.
You've got somebody to go home with?
I'm perfectly able to go home on that. Promise you. Promise you that.
Right, thank you very much. I'm going to ask you to leave the area now, okay?
Sorry?
I'm going to ask you to leave the area to the gate, and then that's public land.
I'm going home anyway. That was my plan. Just as I was changing the battery, I was going home.
If you'd have said that as we'd have spoken to you, perhaps things would have been differently.
I did.
Okay.
See you in a bit.
Good night.
You too.
What just happened there is the encounter suddenly shifted from counter-terror language to welfare language. The officer kept asking about addresses and support needs, but the auditor stayed locked on one issue. You still haven't given lawful grounds for this detention. Detention changed form, but the core dispute never disappeared. Notice how the frame changed when the second vulnerability was mentioned. The auditor used it carefully, but still kept pressure on legality. The officer softened into a duty of care posture that showed an authority retreat without fully admitting the original weakness. Once mental health and multiple addresses came up, The officers were right to slow down and check welfare. I know many of you will say that was just a face-saving pivot. Maybe. But caution is not always bad faith. Despite the gray area, this shows why rights knowledge matters. When you know the threshold, welfare talk cannot blur legal accountability. I said the welfare pivot may have been reasonable. Do you agree or disagree? Genuine duty of care or tactical retreat? Defend your position below. And if this breakdown sharpened your rights lens, then hit like on this video and subscribe to the channel so it reaches someone who actually needs it before their next encounter.